let me start by telling you that our policy on migration is moving ahead. Before I get in all these details in order to explain to you what our policy is and what we have done, I would like once again to express my warmest thanks to Jean Osselbourg, our president and my good friend, who has done a fantastic job from the very beginning of the Luxembourgish presidency. In just a few weeks, we managed to achieve a lot. On resettlement, we got the result we were looking for. Thanks to the generous pledges of the member states and the Schengen associated states, we have an agreement on the resettlement of over 20,000 refugees in need of protection from outside of Europe. As Jean said before, 22,504 in total. This is the highest number ever achieved in Europe. On the relocation of 40,000 people in clear need of international protection within the European Union, we are almost there. Member States adopted a resolution that confirms the overall figure of 40,000, and they have so far pledged for around 32,000, 32,256 to be exact. The remaining 8,000 will be allocated by the end of this year, by December. Given that the pledges for resettlement are more than 20,000, member states agreed on the principle that additional resettlement places will transfer to relocation. It is clear member states must deliver on the promises made at the European Council last month to reach the agreed figure of 40,000 persons proposed by the Commission. I want to be frank with you. I'm disappointed that this did not happen today, but it was a very important step forward, as I said in the beginning. This shows that a voluntary scheme is difficult to implement. And wherever it was tried before, it had failed. The Commission would have preferred the use of the proposed distribution key. This is why we shall put forward later this year a proposal for a fixed emergency system to address future emergencies. Solidarity is one of the basic principles of the European Union. It is both a moral and legal commitment to ensure that member states stand by each other in times of need. During the meeting, I strongly urge the member states to make a final effort in order to reach the 40,000 figure. Though it may be difficult not to feel disappointed, we should not underestimate that the important, and I would say historical step forward we have taken. For many member states, it will be the first time they will participate in resettlement efforts. And this is the first time in the history of the European Union and of the European migration policy that relocation efforts will be undertaken. Moreover, today's decisions will allow for the timely implementation of the resettlement and relocation schemes. We can start now. Even if the attention is on resettlement and relocation, we should not forget that they are only part of a broader package of measures that will allow Europe to address the ongoing migratory challenges. We now have the hotspots. The Commission presented the roadmap for Italy and Greece, which explains how the hotspots approach will be implemented. this new approach offers a coordinated platform for European Union agencies, notably EASO, Frontex, and Europol, to intervene rapidly at Europe's external borders, in this case, Italy and Greece. We will also offer assistance on return operations. Frontex will bring immediate support to front-line member states on return. We will propose for the next year, 2016, a higher dedicated budget of 16.2 million euros to make sure the agency plays a key role in increasing the return of illegal migrants. We also made progress on safe countries of origin, which will help alleviate the burden on the asylum procedures of many member states. Our guidelines on fingerprinting newly arrived applicants for international protection were also endorsed. Moreover, I would like to point out that as the midnight today, the common European asylum system will be complete, giving the European Union the highest asylum standards worldwide. Now, we have to ensure that the system is fully implemented. Dear friends, in the last few months, we have achieved more than we had done in the past decades. 2 months ago, when presenting the European agenda on migration, the Commission committed to putting in place a comprehensive approach on migration. I am glad to see that our proposals have produced tangible results. We still have work ahead, but today's progress should not be underestimated. I trust now that Member States will take the final step to complete the pledges on relocation. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Minister. First question goes to Giovanni.
Thank you.